Morning, YouTubies. I'm in the van by myself this morning. Anthony's in the house. The rest of the family's asleep. The rest of the family is sick. Actually, I'm still sick too. I'm having some chocolate cake for breakfast. Oops, it's stuck. Homemade chocolate cake. Well, not homemade, it's from a box mix. But chocolate cake. Not store-bought, as far as pre-made. And I'm going to have strawberry shake to drink. I just want to come out here and say hi. I haven't been on for a day or two because, like I said, we've all been sick in the family. The whole house is sick right now with colds. Plus, I have a sick chicken in the house as well. Like, oh, it's cold out here. Arr. I look like a mess because I just rolled out of bed and went to let the chickens out. So, pardon me, but it is what it is. So, I'm cold, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I want to eat, chat, maybe go back to bed for a little while. So, how y'all doing? Good, I hope. Hope better than we are. Like I said, we've all been down with really bad colds. I don't know what the deal is, but it's like been bad. I'll bite before I take the first bite. Oh, that's good. Oh, probably not the healthiest breakfast, but hey, it is what it is. Sweet. I'm glad she didn't put more frosting on there than what she did. I can't handle sweets a lot like I used to. I'd want a lot more frosting than that. Lately, I don't hardly eat any sweets. Well, I do, but it happens like in spurts. Like only when I'm in the mood. And then not near as much as I used to. Man. So yeah, we've all been sick. Mom and Dad has missed probably a week and a half worth of church. So because of it, Anthony and I haven't had access to the kitchen to do our mukbangs. Because like I've said in numerous videos before, we can't do our videos in the kitchen with Mom and Dad home because they either are talking really loud because they both can't hear very well, and Dad won't turn his hearing aids up. Oh, pardon me. Or they have the TV blurring. Or, like right now, everybody in the house hacking. Only at least I'm taking medicine for it. Mom and Dad both are being stubborn and not taking medicine for it. But thankfully, Mom is actually feeling better. I think she's actually been taking a little bit of medicine, like during the daytime at least. But I think she's mostly sucking on cough drops. It's like, okay. Turns into pneumonia. Don't become crying to me. Yeah, I don't mean to sound insensitive with that. It's just the fact that I have mentioned so many times. Take something or go to the doctor about it and see what you can take. Something. She won't. She actually mentioned the other day, I walked in the living room to take care of the chicken, and she mentioned that she went to the clinic. And first in my mind, I'm thinking, yay, she finally went to a doctor. No. She just went to her normal checkup. I don't know if it's monthly or bi-weekly or weekly. I'm not really sure on that. I think it's bi-weekly. To get her blood tested. Pardon me. To get her blood tested to see how thin or thick her blood is. Because she's on blood thinners and all that kind of stuff. That's all she done was went to get her blood tested. I was actually excited at first, thinking, yay, she's going to at least go and get some help. Because my cough is bad. Hers was much worse than that. And non-stop. I can't get it open. There we go. But nope, she didn't go to the doctor. She just went to the clinic to do that. So, and now they're both sick. And then Dad, gosh, you got to hear this. He was talking on the phone Wednesday night to his friend. Because of them both being down with colds, Dad wasn't really up to going to church. And he had a cake that he was wanting to take. Because there's like a couple of kids in the church that having birthdays. And he wanted to take a cake. Kind of a birthday cake for them. So since he wasn't feeling up to going, he called his best friend, Terry, to see if he could stop by the house here and pick the cake up for him. And plus, Dad was supposed to have done some sort of food delivery, like a Meals on Wheels, with the church the next day, Thursday. Well, Terry found out that Dad is sick, and not only didn't want to come and get the cake because of Dad being sick, but also told Dad he ain't riding with nobody that's sick. You know, when they do the Meals on Wheels. Dad got all offended. Oh, I'm not contagious. It's like, I didn't say it because I knew it'd go nowhere. It just caused an argument. But in my mind, I'm thinking, yes, you are, Dad, if you're hacking and coughing around. And neither one of my parents cover their mouths when they cough. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And I'm thinking, duh, yes, you are. It's a cold. Where do you get the idea that it's not contagious? So here he proceeds to tell Terry, I was a medic in the Army. I know a few things. I know it's not contagious. I'm thinking, this is going to sound really rude, but I'm thinking, duh, Dad, how dumb can you be? A cold is contagious. Oh, it just like blew my mind. It was all I could do. I had to turn around and just like, oh my goodness. So anyway, Dad ended up going to church so he could take the cake. I don't know what to think about my family. And Dad even said something even dumber yesterday. Sorry, but this is the truth. It's some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth is dumb. Said something even dumber yesterday. I have a sick chick in the house. She has bumblefoot, which is a sore on the bottom of her foot. It's, I don't even really know how to describe it because I'm still new at chickens. I've had chickens 2 years, but this is the first time I've ever dealt with a bumblefoot. But it's a sore on the bottom of the foot that has an infection on the inside, and it has a really thick pus. It's not pus like a human has. It's a very thick pus. So I've had to deal with that and trying to get the infection out, and her poor little foot is just so swollen. I feel so bad for her. But also, she has what they call a prolapsed vent. God, how am I going to say this without being gross? I don't want to gross people out and make anybody hurl. Okay, you know how when you have a glove on your hand and you take it off and it's like wrong side out? That's kind of how her butthole is right now. Part of her butthole is sticking. The lining is sticking outside. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to gross anybody out. Anyway, I've had a, oh, hang on here. I got some Smiles Prid homeopathic drawing staff to put on her foot, as well as I use Neosporin to, you know, when bandaging up everything. I use this to before I open the wound up. I don't know if you're supposed to use this after a wound is opened. I don't know. I gotta look it up because I really don't know a whole lot about chickens. I'm still learning. I'm basically learning how to be a vet. But I use this before I did anything on her foot. Use this to soften the sore up, the scab. And then I used Neosporin on her foot after it was open and bandages it really good. If I had to use Preparation H, I'd be using Preparation H on a chicken, on her booty to help get that back in. Dad had the bright idea, instead of using the Preparation H and doing the steps like I've Googled and YouTubed how to take care of her problem, he thought I should just put her parts, her lady parts back in there and then tape it up with Gorilla Tape. I'm like, what? What? Gorilla Tape? No way in hell I'm going to use Gorilla Tape on a chicken. One thing, that's the same hole they poop out. I wanted to tell him, what do you want me to do? Plug your butthole with Gorilla Glue and Gorilla Tape? I mean, and that's cruel to even want me to do that. It's like, oh my goodness. I'm glad he's not taking care of her. If I wasn't taking care of the chicken, or any of our chickens that come down sick, or even feed and water them, they wouldn't be cared for. And as it is, I'm babying this girl. She's getting baths multiple times a day in warm Epsom salt water for not only her foot, but also her booty. And Dad just wants to Gorilla Tape her butt? I can just imagine pulling the Gorilla Tape off afterward, you know, being wrapped around her feathers. Like, no. This is what I gotta deal with. No. Sometimes I really don't know what to think of the man. It's like, do you think with that brain that's in your head? Who in their right mind would want to use Gorilla Tape on an animal? So anywho, overall, she is doing better. It's going to take her probably about a week or so to heal up, though, particularly her foot. But I guess I should drink a little bit. Hang on. This was supposed to be a mukbang, not a rant. I'm sorry. I got distracted and I've forgotten all about my food. Just, let me get a bite. And then yesterday, after, you know, trying to take care of her, I had to have Anthony help me get with her foot, the bumblefoot, that little plug that, well, I would call it scab. It's like more like a plug. It is hard to get out, especially when you have weak fingernails like I do. I actually had to have Anthony help me get the plug out because I couldn't get it. He has stronger fingernails, but we actually had to get needle nose pliers to get it loosened up because it was so hard to get out. I feel so bad for the poor little girl. My poor baby. If I get a chance later, later day, I'll get a little short video of her after I get her cleaned up, of course. So But she is such a sweet little girl. Her name's Jelly Bean. The dad is thinking all negative, thinking that because of her behind, her booty, that she's not going to make it and all this kind of stuff. It's like, when I'm looking on Google and YouTube, I've seen much worse cases of it, and their chickens survived. I'm thinking she's going to be fine. It's just a little bit of family drama lately. Don't mean to have family drama, but you know how it is when you live with family. Oh, and I've had some trolls because I'm expressing my opinion about my dad and my frustration. Well, and my parents in general. They're thinking, why do you live with your parents then? If you're going to just complain, and why don't you just move out? Well, for one, are you going to pay my expenses to move out? I doubt that. Moving is expensive. Secondly, I didn't ask to move here. My parents asked me to move in with them, partly because they need help with things. Overall, they're in better health than Anthony and I, but some things, they sometimes need help. They're elderly. Mom is 73, Dad is 70. Mom is 73, Dad is 83, and sometimes they need help and stuff. So that's part of the reason they asked us to move in. That, and we did have financial issues at the time because of our health issues. So it's not like we can just move. It's not that easy. And anytime you live with family, you're going to have issues. That's part of living with family. But I'll admit, I'll be perfectly honest, I have a lot of issues with my dad. Ever since I was a young child. I'll get into all that in another video. Which the video I'm planning on doing, if I ever get the energy to do it, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate and negativity from it. But I'm just being honest of how I feel. It doesn't mean I don't love him, but there are times he pushes my limits. So, anywho, we are going to try to do mukbangs here soon. We just got to get everybody well. So my parents are going to go to church, or at least go to town, so we have the access to the kitchen. I want to say chicken. Oh. On a more positive note, it's beautiful this morning. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's cold right now. But it's beautiful. Because I think it's supposed to get like the 60s today. I think between 50 and 60. So pretty hot. Finally getting to be warmer weather. But yeah, when I get a chance, I'll do a video in more depth of what I think and feel about my dad. Because partly I could use some other opinions on things. Aside from, just move out. Things aren't that easy for people. You know, you gotta have money to do it. So unless you're gonna pay my way, hush it. Try to look on the bright side of things about him. Other than the silly things he's been saying lately. Chicken's butt. Gotta say though, my mom, when I told her, it's like when Dad was already out of the room, like I didn't get a chance to say it to him, but I was telling Mom, I was like, what's he want me to do? Does he want me to put Gorilla Glue and Gorilla Tape in his butt? It'd be basically the same thing. She cracked up laughing. She agreed that tape for a chicken is not humane. If any of you are in the praying kind or the positive thinking, positive, vibes kind, I could really use some with dealing with my dad. Most of the time things aren't bad. We're like two ships of the night. We don't really see each other that often. We just, a few minutes here and there, but when I do, Gorilla Tape. So anywho, that's good. That actually helped. I needed that. A little comfort food. These are tiny, but they're actually good. I don't think I would actually buy them because they're so tiny, but they are good. I didn't personally buy them, by the way. I know one thing. I'll be glad when all of us in the house get over these colds. It's bad. Excuse me. This is mild compared to what I have been. It's like every time I go to town lately, go to Walmart, I come home and I feel sicker after being, I guess, around all the germs. Horrible. Anywho, I know this wasn't the best mukbang, but I said we are trying to get better so we can make mukbangs again here. Excuse me, soon. Bear with. We're just ordinary folk over here trying to get well and survive. So, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. Check out the links down below. And we're going to try to have some yumminess here soon. Oh. Send us those positive vibes and prayers, please. Bye-bye.